Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to another Muddy Water broadcast. And I am your man, Monumental. No straight raw, no riddles. And I am here once again with Black. Boom.
Time to finish what I started. It's a beautiful feeling to know I put my heart in. I'm all in. Picking up the broken pieces. I done had my share of lessons and no life a teacher. This beat be talking to my soul like it was a preacher. This for them late nights on the road, so turn up your speaker flow, call, turn up the heater. Bet on me, go all in. If I try and I fail, I'ma try it again. I won't stop until I win. Time to finish what I started. It's a beautiful feeling to know I put my heart in. I'm all in. Everything I wanna know, I'm really about to have it to it.
What is it, Black?
Guess what?
Cool.
Sure.
Drinking some of this water. What was you talking about earlier, though?
Yeah.
What you want to do? It's Kwame Brown. That nigga went in. He went in. I'm telling you, man. I liked it.
Oh, you said that was your first time hearing something.
That's my first time hearing it. I mean, like I said, besides what I was seeing people talk about on Facebook and mostly on Facebook, though.
What people say?
I mean, it wasn't too much. I seen people like going against what he was saying, but then some people was just saying Kwame just going in.
People was going against what he was saying, what they were saying?
I've seen a couple of posts that was saying
that nigga need to shut up.
Yeah, basically like trying to shut him down. But then I seen a couple of posts where they were just saying, "Oh yeah, Kwame talking shit." But you know what I'm saying? Nobody. I mean, I don't know. I ain't looked at Facebook in a minute though. Not like that. And then but not a lot. It ain't a lot being said. It's just a couple of posts that I seen. Not a lot being said about it on Facebook. Now it's a few people who I've seen doing podcasts about it, but just like Facebook, couple, 3, 4. That seem to be paying attention to it anyway.
Has been busy starting his new podcast, Comedy Gold Mines.
Yeah, Kwame's the truth, man. I ain't Geechee, so there's that. But I mean, it's along the same lines.
What you think about what he say? What are you saying?
I fuck with it, man. It's the same shit I be saying. That's the whole thing about it. It ain't like he just getting at individuals on some personal beef shit. It's bigger than that. Like, I think his main point is how these people are, and it's becoming clearer and clearer as the days go by.
He said some deep shit.
Yeah, you gonna let me say what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it's kind of unprecedented, like, for a dude who was in the whole thing. It's not like just some nigga saying something. He was in the thing, and the fact that he was a quote-unquote bust is why people know him so well. You don't know him that well when you first think about it, but if you've been around basketball in any capacity for the last 20 fucking years, the name, it registers. He's known for a certain thing.
Yeah.
You know, the narrative about him, as soon as you hear his name and you process the name, that's the first thing that come to your head, like, oh, that's that nigga that got picked first. Me personally, you know, I ain't never know the backstory about the whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
So all I knew was, you know, especially at that time, you know, what, 01 he got drafted. I wasn't even paying attention to basketball at that point. So
I would. I
he was like
through the
to
whole
me
thing.
personally,
Jordan brought him in.
that part I didn't really care about. Like all this, you know, the new information that he dropping, it's not new information, but that he, you know, reminding niggas. I didn't care about that whole thing at the time. You know, just over time, that's what you associate that name with. You know what I'm saying? There been picks that memorable, you know, the AIs and the LeBrons and the Melos, you know, but that draft shit don't mean a whole lot. Cause you know what I'm saying?
What you talking about as far as being a bust?
Yeah, like, what can you name drafts and shit? Like, for real? Like, from 2005, who was drafted 2000? I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you know, I'm a basketball fan, but I don't care about that for real. Personally, I'm talking about personally. This is how I see it. Like,
I mean,
I'm not the type of person to kick a man when he down anyway. So I never looked at Kwame Brown like a loser or no shit like that. I don't see people like that. Like, you have to do some bad shit for me to consider you a loser. If you know, even Greg Oden, you know, he was hurt on, like, he was a top 2, second pick or whatever, first pick. Pick.
He's not the only one that's been done like that though.
That's what. Oh, done like what?
Kwame.
What, called the bus?
Yeah.
Can you think of a whole lot of busts in the NFL? You think of Jamarcus Russell? See, that's the whole thing. Like, we go by the narrative that they push. Jamarcus Russell, I don't know a lot about Jamarcus Russell. I don't remember his stats. I don't remember the games he played on. You know what I'm saying? But when I think of his name,
what you saying? Are you talking about as far as being a bust?
Yeah.
I don't think we really know if he was a bust.
Who?
Jamarcus.
We don't know?
We don't know.
What you mean we don't know?
I mean, he played pretty good his first year, and then he came in overweight.
When I think of Jamarcus Russell,
he came in overweight. That's
Jamarcus Russell I associate the two names together. Not because I want to or because I put a lot of thought into it. That's the prevailing narrative about these individuals.
Uh-huh.
Even Ryan Leaf, he was shit. He was trash. But Jamarcus Russell is higher on the narrative as far as a bust. Look at fucking Manziel and all these. Johnny Manziel, he a fucking bust. But when I think bust, and it's not because I want to think this way, but when I think bust, I think Jamarcus Russell. Because that's the prevailing narrative. His name come out when you think of the word bust. Not think of the word bust. When the TV discuss bust,
yeah,
that's the name they bring up for the most part. I wasn't in the NFL. I don't even know no niggas in the NFL I can speak from within it. But from the outside looking in, how it's projected, that's the name you hear. That's what Kwame is talking about, like how we fall victim to fucking propaganda. How we like to say as people, propaganda ain't that powerful. You know, I could think for myself, blah, blah, blah. I gotta admit it, propaganda works on me. This is a perfect example, Kwame Brown. I always felt bad for the dude. I'm not the type to laugh at you when you're down, but I'ma feel for you, as opposed to like these niggas. Oh, that nigga is trash. That nigga is trash. I ain't that type of nigga anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to earn that for me. You gotta be a dickhead, motherfucker. Like, there ain't too many athletes who I have the audacity to look at them like they trash. If you're a professional athlete, that's good enough for me, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't think of too many people I consider trash. Like, you think of and that's another thing. Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry had potential.
Basketball.
Yeah. Big Eddie Curry. Had potential. I'm a Knicks fan. When we got Zebo and Eddie Curry, I was like, yo, how the fuck they gonna stop that? How you gonna stop them two monsters down there? And in my opinion, Eddie Curry ain't do his job. The prevailing narrative is that Eddie Curry is a bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess my point is, a lot of the way we feel about things is because that's the way we're told to feel about things. That's what he's breaking down. Kwame. That's what Kwame's breaking down. How prevalent and powerful propaganda is. You get these niggas that you respect and like and shit and look up to in sports, and their opinion is important to you, not necessarily because you think they're smart. Although some niggas is just like, oh, I can't listen to this nigga talk. This nigga is too stupid. There's a few of those. But if you can speak well, you give niggas the benefit of the doubt based on you're a fan of them from basketball. So if somebody else speaking through them over years and years and years and years and years and years and years, it's gonna start like it's gonna start to become not as easy to see, not as easy to tell. Nigga,
it's gonna be not as easy to see.
It's a gradual thing. Like, we were just talking about think tanks. Like, organizations that come together to figure out a problem.
What made his name come up anyway?
Who?
Kwame. Why they even bring him up? What was the start of it?
They was just talking shit about him. I mean, they've been talking shit about him for years and years and years.
I mean, I know they've been talking shit about him, but why recently?
Right. Okay. So
that's what I'm saying. Why all of a sudden now
he decided to say something?
Yeah.
Probably something that, in my opinion, from watching, I done seen a lot of his shit. Like, shit is fucking dope. But it was kind of like that. He had that Chappelle moment when Dave Chappelle realized, like, yo, are they motherfuckers laughing at me or with me? When you have to, like, when shit finally crosses the line in your mind it crossed the line. You done heard shit talking for however many years, and in this particular incident, you see how, okay, you got these particular individuals. You know, all the smoke. Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
Both of them pretty respected as far as basketball goes. Like, if he watch it from afar, after having been in it, and know the inner workings of the league, the inner workings of the media, sports media, that whole shit, he's seen it from the inside out. So you see these two individuals who maybe you have respect for, maybe you don't, but the fact that they got your name in their mouth in a joke, like they really like saying some shit, like as a man, you like if it was a true narrative, or I don't know, man. Like the owner of the team was talking about shit. I didn't even see shit. I just saw a little clip. What brought it to my attention was Gilbert Arenas. That interview. I didn't know. I don't be watching that shit. But the first Kwame video I seen took me to that podcast where Gilbert Arenas brought his name up. And Gilbert Arenas ain't really say nothing bad about it. He actually kind of defended him, like, y'all shitting on this man, but how would you feel if he was a kid on a team drafted? First of all, I ain't want to get into the whole story, but he was drafted, you know. He had plans on going to college. They decided they're going to draft him. High. Like, they tell him, oh, we want you. So he's like, all right, shit. All right. They ended up drafting him first. So it's like, oh, shit. You look at the tape, you know, whether he was ready, whatever, you know, that's all up for debate. But once he got there, okay, so he the first pick. They get on a team that's, you know, run by Michael Jordan. Imagine that shit. You a kid. You had plans on doing something else. Your idol decided to pick you first. Like, I want to build a team around you type shit. It's like, I don't know if I'm ready, but okay. Like, who the fuck, like, how you handle that? The man had plans to go to school. I'm going to school, free ride, athletic scholarship. Man made honors in high school and shit. He ain't no dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to school, but instead they say they want me. So I'm going with them. So he get there. He don't know that Jordan got other plans for him. He gonna try to use him as a bargaining tool. You know, a piece in a play later on. He just said, fuck it, damn, I'm the first pick, nigga. I'm on top of the world. Like, my idol fucking picked me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as the story goes, Jordan tried to trade him to another team. The owner of the Wizards blocked the trade, so Jordan wasn't allowed to trade him. So I guess in Jordan's mind, it's like, shit, that's the whole reason I got him. So however he approached
and this is the story.
Yeah.
That's being told.
Yeah. So however he approached it, you know, he didn't get his way, so okay, so if you Jordan, pick him, got plans, owner's like, nah, we ain't doing that. And you know, stuck with him, how do you approach it at that point? From the tape, not, you know, Kwame is telling a story and you looking back at the footage, it's like, damn, man, telling the truth. Like, you know, he the number one pick. You know, back then, you know, they ain't really play rookies off the rips, whatever the case is. But from what he's saying, they pick him, shit ain't go through, he on the bench, they getting blowed out, they put him in the game. Bullshit, you know, bullshit time. Last 5 minutes, they getting blowed out. Whatever the case is, so then when they lose and shit, they blaming him. But I don't know how that whole thing works, but you know, so as a kid, like, you know, and we saw Michael Jordan on The Last Dance. I watched Jordan when he was playing. I didn't see the behind the scenes, but I saw who he was for the most part. Like, you know, I'm a Knicks fan. I don't know how Spike Lee could do that. I can't do that. So I kind of hated the nigga. But I respected his game. Like, this motherfucker is probably the greatest ever, whatever the case is. But to see The Last Dance, to see what his attitudes was, like, he was all about himself. You know what I'm saying? And he was all, whether it's to make the team better or all other shit, it is what the fuck it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, to be that same person, and now you run a team, own a team, whatever the case is, and you don't get your way, now it's like you swing your head back and look at this nigga like, you know, I need you to, you know, imagine that. Like, I need you to do blah, blah, blah. Imagine how this dickhead Jordan in that role. You know what I'm saying? After not getting his way, he wanted Elton Brand. The owner didn't let him do that. So now he looking at this dude like, all right, now I'm stuck with you. I need you to perform now. And that probably was how he approached it. regardless to the, you know, the dude is young. You know, he had other plans, nigga. Like, I'm here. What you need me to do? But instead of just kind of building him up, he treated him like he treated his teammates back on the Bulls. Like, nigga, I need you to step up. I need you to step up.
And this is the story.
What?
This is the story that's been told.
Yeah. Why? Why? What's up?
I just asked.
What, nigga?
I mean, because I'm listening and it's, I guess, surprising to hear that it's like that.
It was surprising to me. Because like I said, I never looked down on the dude. I felt bad for him. Like, you know, the narrative, the dude never amounts to nothing. I never even really paid attention to his career. Like, he had a decent career. He's been in the league for however many years.
He was in the league for a minute.
He must have been doing something right.
He ended up back with Jordan at the Hornets.
Yeah, I don't really remember that shit.
He ended up back with Jordan at the Hornets for about 2 years. Might have been his last couple of years.
That's another thing. I don't know the full story. I go back to the shit as he's saying it. I'm looking back like and kind of verifying like, okay, shit, I guess so. Like, you know, whether you want to consider him a bust, whatever the case is, you know, to look back at the story down and see it from how he's saying it, and you know, to get shitted on by your idol who picked you, nigga. Imagine that, nigga. You get hired by a motherfucker and he just start riding you and shit. Like, I ain't asked to come here, nigga. You picked me. I had my own thing going on. You picked me and offered me millions of dollars. So I'm like, all right. And now I get here and it's like, yo, you ain't doing what I need you to be doing. Nigga, I just got here, nigga. Give me a couple years to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Give me time to become something. Or give me the room to grow as opposed to, in my mind, my interpretation of the whole thing is that they shitted on the man. Once Jordan didn't get his way, he didn't progress as fast as he wanted him to, and he just, you know, like a fucking, you know, I can't see that.
So that was
I can't see how
that was the discussion. So they did.
Right. Okay, so see, it's so many layers to this shit, man. And another thing, another important point about the whole shit is the agenda to stop allowing high school kids to go to the league. His class was a class that wasn't that, his draft class wasn't all that. So the next year it was supposed to be a big draft class. There was a whole bunch of good ass motherfuckers coming straight out of high school and planning on going to the league. So, you know, a point that he's bringing up, and it makes absolute fucking sense, because I remember having a discussion back then, and we still having a discussion about the whole college thing, football, basketball. You know, kids making all this money for the schools, but, you know, they don't get no money for it. Like that whole, should we be paying student athletes and all that other shit? That kind of was the beginning of that whole thing. When kids started deciding, fuck college, I'm going straight to the league. His class was one of the first classes that did it, and they saw where it was gonna go. So they was like, fuck that. We can't allow that to happen. We gonna have to do something. So he, because he was a straight out of high school, first pick, never happened before. That shit scared the fuck out of them. Like, if they start drafting or becoming able to draft kids straight out of high school, all the good players gonna go straight to the league. You know what I'm saying? You know? So they made him the poster boy of why we can't allow that to happen. And it kind of shows, man. You know what I'm saying? The reason why his name is associated with bus, it kind of makes you say, well, maybe these kids need to go to college. If this man was the first pick, and he ain't amount to what they thought he was amount to, maybe these kids need to get more development in school. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember when that conversation first started being had?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not I'm not knocking it. It depends on how you ready to come with it. I don't know if you.
What year did they start making?
Because
he got drafted in what, 2000?
Because honestly, why couldn't
LeBron and them got drafted what, 03?
Somewhere around there. Why?
When did they start making kids start going back to school again? Before they go to the league? It couldn't have been long after LeBron. That's what I'm saying. Kwame was the beginning. LeBron was probably the pinnacle. And then it was like, yo, we gotta stop it. And they did, didn't they?
Yeah, I think LeBron was the last one.
One of the last ones. I don't remember really, but I know it was around that time.
It was.
So they were able to curb that shit. You go from 5 high school seniors, high school graduates, getting drafted. The next year is 14. Then whatever LeBron class was, and then it stopped. So it makes sense. And that's a part of what that's what I'm saying. It's so multi-layered, the conversation, man. What he's speaking on. You know, the main thing is how they shit on black boys and, you know, emasculate us and try to not allow us to be men. That whole thing. That's the overall. But it's even bigger than that, because like the shit is global, it's worldwide. Like, I don't know a whole lot about the G League, but how he was explaining, that's another part of it too. Stifling, slowing motherfuckers' progress down, so I can make as much as I can out of this motherfucker before he, you know, do what he, you know what I'm saying? That same college thing. You know what I'm saying? We need to cash in on this motherfucker before we can allow him to go make money for himself.
Yeah. Because if it ain't like it ain't possible that it can't be a league or damn straight out of high school.
There ain't no reason why the NBA can't be a league straight out of high school.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good enough.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant like another league.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Like, you look at LaMelo Ball. He had to go overseas.
And why not? Why? How can you even put a damn limitation on somebody's talent?
That's the point. And the point that sealed it was, you put a gun in the 18-year-old hand and let him fight some fucking war he don't know about.
What they say, you don't have to go, but what? How many years? 2? One year football, basketball, before 2 years football. Yeah, it's 1 year. 1 year basketball, 2 year football.
Yeah, what just that whole funnel, that whole, you know, controlling pathway, controlling, like, all right, we're gonna give you the appearance of being able to go left or right, but we're gonna, you know, kind of divert you right, because that's really where we want you to go, you know. So looking at it, it's like, okay, I got either decision, but we're gonna kind of nudge you. You know what I'm saying? That whole, you can do what you want to do. I mean, you have free will and shit. But in the background, they got mechanisms to steer you a certain way. That whole shit.
So you don't think it's for their safety?
Who?
The kids.
Look at Kevin Garnett. Look at LeBron. They don't need them to dictate safety and shit. The fuck is they?
Let's say football.
It make more sense, but still, if a kid want to go straight to high school, who the fuck is they to say he can?
I don't disagree.
Shit, LeBron came out of straight out of high school, and there's many other players that could have and should have. The whole thing is like, you can't have a fucking free economy, a free enterprise. You can't call it free enterprise, but then put obstacles,
stigmas.
No, not even obstacles. Put straight fucking gates. Put gates on the road or shit. Like, I want to turn right, but you know, the light turned green and give me the right, it's clear to turn right. As soon as I turn right, it's a gate right there. So I really ain't got the option to go right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can do what you want, but in the background, everything is being manipulated. And they know that. That's why they feel free saying you can do what you want. The people that say you can do what you want.
Oh.
That whole America thing.
You think? I think some of the players probably know that too by now.
Know what?
Like Kwame know.
And that's another part of it. It's so multi-layered. The fact that you in it, so you can't speak on it. He admitted that himself. I was in the league, nigga. I can't speak my mind when I was in the league. They paying me.
Right.
Just like these niggas that's playing now can't speak their mind.
That's exactly what
so the ones that actually are they speaking their mind? Of course not. They saying what the fuck they told to say. He exposing all that shit.
He said that.
And these niggas ain't got no kind of, rebuttal. What the fuck they gonna say? All they really can't say is, man, fuck that nigga, man.
Ain't nobody shooting back.
I mean, in public, they gotta say, man, fuck that nigga. But behind closed doors, like, I fuck with him.
Yeah.
You don't have no other option. Them niggas that's in the league now can't be like, yeah, I fuck with what he's saying with. I agree with everything he's saying. They can't do that because they're in the league. Them motherfuckers get the fuck out of it. Especially if all them niggas start saying that. You can't. You fucking your money. And that's the case in everything.
How you fucking your money up?
Speaking against your boss, nigga. What you mean? You might be able to do it and get away with it, but if you do it and then 5 niggas on your team start doing it too? Hell no.
But ain't shit, if you already done made some bread.
That's his point. I can say what I want now. I already made my money.
I'm talking about even if you still in the league, you done made some bread.
Man, that bullshit, man. What you mean?
Even if you in the league, you still, you know what I'm saying, you done made some bread.
So you saying vets should feel comfortable being able to come out and say it?
Why not?
They're still in it. I don't see how you could.
Huh?
I mean, that can go for a rookie too once you get your check.
Okay, right there. Huh?
That's like the point is they can't. You can give examples.
Like I said,
why they should be able to.
You already a vet.
That's a should be able to. Should be able to don't qualify. You saying should be able to. They don't. None of them do. Speak truth about what he's speaking on.
They should.
They should what?
They should speak.
No shit, nigga. They ain't got to do what I just said.
Yeah.
But they can't.
Why?
Nigga, are you listening?
They already got bread.
What we talking about is not simply about speaking truth. We talking about manhood and shit.
So, what's wrong
Listen to what I'm saying before you start just saying shit, man. We talking about manhood. You questioning my manhood by saying, Kwame questioning niggas' manhood. It's not just about whether you can speak against something. It's like, this nigga's all of a sudden speaking all this fucking truth on shit that I've been aware of all these years, and I ain't about to speak on it, and he calling me out. Process it first. Here I am, been shucking and jiving for all these years, getting paid, and nobody been calling me out because everybody else doing it. Because they have to, just like I do. And here this nigga that been with us the whole time, know it just like I know it,
right,
is calling it out.
Okay.
The fact that he's not a star or highly esteemed player is important in this thing. Because if he would have just said what he said and just stopped, talk shit for 2 days and just left it alone at that point, people would probably be like, oh, this nigga, he spazzed out for a little while. This nigga probably nuts. I wouldn't say that, but that would be the, no, you ain't smoking. But you know the rule, nigga, so
oh my goodness.
Been the rule since day one, since day one.
His head.
Since the time you just got up and walked out,
you bumped your
got
head.
in the truck and just pulled the fuck out, nigga, and ain't say a word. Since that day, you don't smoke.
You done crashed.
So, back to what we was talking about.
Yeah.
So,
That.
What?
Let me see.
All right. So so you know, he questioned niggas, man. You've been playing the game all these years, and it's not. And that's another part of it. It's not just basketball. It's everywhere. It's everything. Niggas can't ever claim. How can you? Oh, my bad. You can't just be changing rules. So, you can't claim, nigga. We might as well be in the fucking 30s and shit. You know, yes, a Boston around here. We might as well be because we're in the same state.
You still ain't explained the whole thing about questioning the man's manhood. So what? Because he questioned them, they can't speak out?
Manhood, nigga. If a nigga call you out like, yo, you are, okay, it's one thing, okay, like we were saying, so if he would have just, for a couple days, said what he said, rant and shit, and went about his business, people would have whatever, you know, whatever conclusion you want to come up with out of that. He crazy, or he just went up, but that nigga went off, and forget about it in a couple days. You know, like, you know, yeah, that nigga went off. You might remember that part. But the fact that he bringing all of these different aspects of what he about, what this shit is about, every fucking day, niggas just dropping videos. And he turns some old gossip shit that ain't gonna mean nothing into a huge discussion that need to be had. All of this agenda shit that me and you talk about is he's discussing it. The whole the establishment pushing the homosexual agenda as a whole in general is separate than the agenda pushing emasculation on black men. That's a whole different conversation. They doing that now to white people as a whole for a different reason than they do it to us. You know, they trying to control everything now. They want, you know, they want to be able to scan your ass just like they scan some goddamn chips and shit. Go to the store and they want to be able to scan your motherfucking ass and all your information pop up and it's convenient to them. You know, they got to do a whole lot. Huh?
How much you worth and everything.
Nigga, listen to what I'm saying. So, it ain't about fucking worth, nigga. I'm talking about fucking you, nigga.
That's what them tater chips gonna say. How much the tater chips worth when they scan you. Oh, I mean the chips. But anyway, go ahead, man.
Damn it.
Yeah.
They want it to be convenient to be able to, okay, who's this person? And all your information come up on the screen so they can just be like, and whatever way we want to manipulate him, affect him, you know, just in general, then we should and press a button and, you know, your health and shit, and it's like, you know, the convenience, like having to.
I don't know.
When you
That's
say
some convenient shit though.
Damn it. So, alright. Oh man, I got way off.
Yeah, you went way off. You talking about some damn the convenience.
He talking about
that's some convenient shit, but
he's speaking from
if you let that be, that's gonna be your fault if you let it happen. If you let that happen to you,
let what happen?
Whatever, get caught up into that scan, that barcode.
You talk like you ain't in it, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
I'm not in it.
You already in it. I'm in it. Everybody in it.
I'm not in it.
We fighting to not be all the way in it, but we in it. What the fuck you mean? We talk about this shit all the time, nigga. You register cars and shit.
I register cars.
Don't you? Ain't your name on the bills and shit? Hello? What, now you going to sleep?
Nah, what that supposed to mean?
What are we talking about?
We's talking about Kwame Brown and the manhood, as far as, you know, questioning people's manhood. you went into the convenience of being able to keep up with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the original point. The whole like controlling people in general is a different thing than controlling black people. This whole world domination thing is something that they cooked up, you know, in this, as far as I see it, in this particular era that we in. The history, you know, history is to be told, you know, however you see it. From what I'm seeing, you know, however long, you know, my people, our people, been on this island, Turtle Island, this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened then, and whatever the whole purpose was then, and everything, I don't know. But now, right now, what I see is the real shit going on is this world domination thing. Like, it's not just some niggas on a computer checking out files from the FBI to figure out, you know, blah, blah, blah. This shit is too close to home now, nigga. You know, I almost told this young lady I know very well, told me today, right? Like we've had the discussion many times. She told me today, nigga, when I'm ready to go to Jamaica, if they tell me I need to get the shot to go to Jamaica, I'm getting the fucking shot. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck about, I understand where you coming from, but nigga. And I'm like, yo, you know I get why niggas just say Christian, because it's easy, it's simple. You know, I'm a Christian. I read the Bible a few times. I go to church. I go, you know, not Thanksgiving, whatever the, you know. What niggas go to? Easter? What's the other one? What niggas go to church? Easter? Christmas? Niggas go to church Christmas. Oh yeah, I go to church Christmas and shit. You know, Easter. Definitely Easter, nigga. I get suits.
New Year's Day. New Year's night.
I get fresh shoes for Easter, nigga. I'm definitely gonna be there then. I ain't going none of them other days. I'm going on Easter, nigga, and Christmas and New Year's. Shit, I'm gonna postpone my party for New Year's Eve, nigga. I'm going to church. You know, we could party from 2 o'clock to whenever the fuck we want, nigga. So I'm gonna give the church Easter, Christmas, New Year's Eve. 3 days, nigga. I give you 3 days. And you ask these niggas like, okay, you know, okay, so what do you do with that? Like, she tell you that, right? And you care for her and love her and shit, and she's important to you. You know, not like that, whatever. Cause, you know, I don't want to tell you the person, cause whatever. Ain't nobody fucking business. Whatever the case is. So, you know, what do you do with that? And as soon as she said it, I thought about my daughter. Oh, the names, I can't say the names. My daughter, you know, I ain't trying to offend nobody. That's what I'm saying, it's too close to home, nigga. So, she says this to me, and I think about, it's true, fuck it. You know, I think about my baby mama and my daughter, like, wow, she just said it so easy, nigga, like, she's already decided in her mind, I know this nigga is saying it, and I've been taking this, what this nigga is saying into consideration, you know, when I decide whether or not, you know, how I deal with the doctor and that whole thing. I don't know how she been dealing with it, you know, as far as the doctor's concerned. But the fact that she just said that so easy, like, nigga, if it come down to it, I'm taking a shot. And another part of it is, as you see and hear more people get the shot. Oh, they got the shot. Oh, they good. So I think they good, right? I don't know how they feel and like if they having irregularities or shit. You know, I don't know if they would be honest enough to say it. Maybe they embarrassed. Maybe somebody been in their fucking ear for the last year. Like, don't take that shot, please, for me. And they be like, all right, I ain't gonna take it. And they got a little pressure, like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. I don't know how I'm gonna break it to this nigga, whatever. But I gotta do what I gotta do, whatever the case is. You know, that whole thing, like, and then they do take it, and they wake up, wake up one day and shit and fire and shit. Like, I ain't had diarrhea in a long time. I ain't even eat nothing crazy last night, but all of a sudden this shit hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I ain't had no tacos and shit. You know? But if they get to work, I'm like, so is the vaccine taken? Oh yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, because they're embarrassed, because there's so many layers. Like, you got warned in the first place. Don't fuck with it. You did it anyway. Now you seeing results from it. And it's like, I don't want this nigga to say I told you so. So I'm going to just hide my motherfucking lesions and boils and shit that's popping up. Niggas is sticking light bulbs on their shit, nigga. Niggas is sticking light bulbs and shit. Light bulb it turns on. Nigga, look.
What you talking about, man?
The light bulb. You ain't seen the light bulb, nigga? I don't know how real it is. Whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a time thing, man. We gonna have to see how this shit play out. I don't know how the fuck, man. Why you let me do this shit? I don't know. We started with Kwame. You know, I don't know where we went. You gonna have to guide me, man. You going off, man.
You went into the whole control factor, because we still talking about questioning the man's manhood.
Right.
Then you went into how to control the masses is different than controlling.
Yeah, this is a whole different thing than our thing. Our thing is like, in order for us to be able to do what we do, we got to keep them niggas down. We can let the Asians do what they want. We got them. We can let, like, I know them Arabs, them Arabs and shit, but I think we can keep these niggas, we got to keep them where they got them. We got our eyes on these niggas. Because as soon as we let them do their own thing, they're going to be able to figure some shit out. We just can't have it.
But Kwame has started the conversation now. He started the conversation from a perspective that, have we ever seen this before?
I don't think so, man. Oh, yeah, right. So if he would have just said it a couple days, it wouldn't mean a whole lot. The whole drop layer after layer of the conversation, the same shit that we talk about, he got it, he seemed to have it.
Nah, they ain't never said it like this, though.
He seemed to have it figured out, nigga. He seemed to have it figured out, man. Like, the nigga from Charleston, man, like, I don't know where he's from. He's from something like that, man.
I don't think nobody ever said it like this. Not like this.
Where the fuck are you from?
I put all that out.
I think he's from Charleston, something like that. But he ain't the only one. The whole thing is who he is. He wasn't a star. He was a quote unquote bust.
There's Kwame Brown.
So there's an aspect of it that's like, I have no respect for this man.
Charleston.
But he must be. He is from Charleston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never know that. I never really paid attention to him. So, people have low expectations in the first place. And they go into it looking for a laugh or whatever, looking to be entertained. And before you know it, niggas be in their seat like, oh shit, nigga, like, wow. Oh man, like, he did that. It's unassuming. Like, he preaching, nigga, like, preaching without preaching. It's a gift, nigga. If he was a star, people would tune out once he start getting on that deep shit. But people have low expectations anyway, so, because of who he is, quote unquote. So, they go into it just wanting to laugh and shit about some gossip beef shit, And then they fuck around and be like, I was thinking that same shit, like, why the fuck don't blah, blah, blah? Why the fuck don't blah, blah, blah? Damn, let them know this blah, blah, blah. Like, damn, so, if he was a Jerry Rice or something, nobody want to hear that shit. You done said it a million times. I know you trying to do the right thing and being nice and all that shit, but you a coon, nigga. And you a coon. All y'all niggas is coons. And that's all he's saying. All these niggas is coons. All these niggas you look up to is coons. We had the conversation about T.I. and all these niggas, man. Ain't none of these niggas who they say they are. You can't be that. You can't be that with these motherfuckers in your pocket. We know their game. We know what their game is. How can we feel like any of these niggas got credibility? Are we fucking stupid? That's all he's saying. Like, he found a way to be who he is. I don't know how long he been planning this shit, but he found a way, or he no other way, to say it from his lowly stature. Not a knock on him, but that's what people programmed to see him as. He ain't never said nothing all his career.
Right.
Now all of a sudden this nigga's talking like, let me listen to this old quote unquote lame nigga saying. And he fuck around starting to make sense. Not only is he making sense, he exposing these other niggas who I've been watching with respect. Like, this nigga done flipped it on me. He got me looking at him with respect and looking at them niggas like, yo, y'all niggas is pussy. How the fuck y'all been fooling me for this long?
Right. I don't think they've been fooling.
That's a talent, nigga. And as you naming people, if you're a sports fan, it starts to show who's who. None of these niggas got nothing to say. Charlemagne just now apologized.
What? Word?
Apologized to him.
Word?
Yeah.
Kwame.
which is
Kwame Brown, man.
Like, it's like, that goes with the whole, if he would have just said a little something and moved on, it wouldn't.
Should have been anybody that came at him like that should apologize though.
That's the point. But the bigger point is, like, our conversation, from his perspective, our conversation is bullshit. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas, really. I'm pointing out this one little thing, and I think both of y'all pussies, so I'm more offended that you speaking on my name, and I know you pussy. You know I know you pussy. So why you speaking on my name like that? I know y'all motherfuckers in the whole basketball, atmosphere, environment or whatever, the whole basketball world have become comfortable and accustomed to seeing me this way and saying your little slick shit without no real repercussions because, whatever truth there is to that, like, it kind of, it's all about how, like, like, we're allowing each other to act as children and we ain't checking each other. We grown ass men acting like a bunch of little bitches and ain't nobody there to say, yo, y'all acting like a bunch of little bitches. So we become, that's where we are with it. So the real niggas see that and be like, I don't want to be nowhere near that. A real nigga is gonna feel that way.
Keeping this same
see
a cycle of bullshit going.
Yeah, see, and a real nigga is gonna identify it, recognize it for what it is, and not necessarily shit on your thing, but I'm gonna make a note to not fuck with that and tell my people not to fuck with it. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna show you respect and let you do what you do, but I just ain't fucking with it. And I'm gonna let my people know not to fuck with it either. We don't do that. You don't have enough of those type people. We don't do that. I don't give a fuck how you allowing these people to come. God damn it! All right, so I don't care about these people that be in your ear from the outside, in your ear trying to tell you that this shit is cool, trying to manipulate, because they've been manipulated. They don't have a nigga like me to step in and be like, yo, get that shit the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just, mush your motherfuckers, like, get that shit the fuck out of here. A lot of places don't have that. If a man ain't around and a woman is working or a woman ain't aware, a lot of that shit is able to seep into the, the whole thing. That's where we at, nigga. Like,
But that's it. And that's basically what he did.
So here come this nigga. I think he said he got 8 brothers, some shit. And they from the Chuck, nigga. So that's where the motherfucking and it's hard.
But they can say
that's why racism is so thick down there.
He got the conversation started.
Like you in the fucking belly, like as a white man,
Did that.
as a white man in Charleston, you in the belly of, like, to compare it to Africa, nigga, Charleston is the Sahara, nigga. So, okay, you can go to those other little places and feel safe and shit. You walk around. Let me go walk the dog. You know, I'm gonna go walk the dog. You know, and feel secure enough that a lion ain't gonna just come eat my motherfucking dog. But in the Sahara, that's just absurd, nigga. You better just leave the dog wherever you at. And, you know, if you want to do a little safari or whatever, come back without the dog. Because if you think you're going to walk around with a dog in the Sahara, nigga, or the Serengeti or something, like, of course your dog going to get ate. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing. Like, you probably going to get ate too. Because you see, you got the dog with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I talking about?
I don't know. I'm interested to see where he go with this conversation, though.
Who? Kwame, bro.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what this whole conversation, since he done
right, that whole
like
thing.
This.
So, you know, Charleston, like, that's where the Zulus is at. I say Zulu. I don't know nothing about that tribe shit, but
then why are you saying it?
Cause I fucking wanted to. What you mean? I could clear my shit up if I want.
Clear
I don't mean like some African Zulu tribe. I'm talking about the land of the alphas and shit, like.
Metaphorically.
I don't usually explain my shit. So,
well, I'm telling you.
You know,
I'm telling myself. That's what you're saying, metaphorically.
So to be a white man in that environment, I never lived in Alabama, Mississippi and shit. I've been there a few times. I've been in Mississippi a couple times. I've been to Alabama once. I went to Selma. Yeah. But I ain't never really, you know, it did feel like slavery down there. Charleston kind of, it's like, you know, it's niggas that know who they are, you know. You get to a point where it's like, I didn't want to fight in the first fucking place. They came in, invaded here, did what they did to us, whatever. And at some point it was like, niggas looked out the door. It was like, is it safe to come out? And the last 50, 60 years kind of been like, it's kind of safe. You know, white people walk past me and not calling me nigga. That's cool. You know, like we still in that stage, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I can actually drive my car and people ain't like openly, you know, spitting on my shit.
We still in that stage.
We still there, nigga.
Man, come on, man.
Because ain't nothing really changed, but it's like, it's like, all right, I'm gonna walk my dog today, man. All right, nigga, be safe.
What?
Nigga, with your wife? What? All right, man. All right. What? Yeah, like, damn, I got my check today. Like, damn, this is what it's supposed to be. Yes. Like, I don't have to go in there and, you know, get brave and, yeah, it was something wrong with my check. You know, hopefully she don't, nigga, get out of my fucking office. You know,
shit.
Like, you know, I actually went there and we got to talking. She didn't call me nigga once, man. She kept it cool and she let me state my point. Man, that was cool, man. You know, we still there, nigga. Cause ain't nothing really changed, but
I ain't felt like that, man.
I think we just used to it. We just kind of used to it. Nigga, we can't do nothing without them. Nothing. Nigga, if you buy a gun, like, nigga, I'm buying a gun for these motherfuckers. The cops and shit. Why the fuck am I gonna tell the cops I got it? It's absurd, nigga. That's who I don't worry about niggas, man. Respect and all that shit. I don't worry about niggas. I think about if I have to, I might have to kill a cop. That's where I'm at. Why the fuck am I gonna tell him I have a gun? Oh yeah, he got a gun. Why? Why would you do that? But that's where we at. It's like, oh, I got a gun. I got a gun. I got a gun. It's right there. I put it up on a thing for you. It's right there. Nigga. I walked my dog today and they didn't lynch me at all. They actually, white woman actually came up to me and, she gave me a little cash. I don't know why, but I took it.
See, now you get into laws. You get into laws and stuff now. We was talking about.
Nigga, I'm talking life. Which is laws and other shit. Nigga, that's where we at. We still there. Is it okay?
Well, he showed in that like that on his.
I'm gonna walk to who?
He didn't act like that.
Who? That's my point. He's the opposite of that. This whole thing is the opposite of that. He's telling niggas like, yo, ain't nothing changed, man. Ain't nothing changed, man. Like, you watch commercials and shit, nigga. If you see a black and white, if you see a black woman and a black man on a commercial together, nigga, it's like, oh shit, a black man and a black woman? And for most times it's gonna be, a black woman and nobody else, kids and shit. A black woman and a white dude who take care of her fucking kids and shit. And the man, the daddy, the real daddy probably like, yo, I don't like this shit at all. And these motherfuckers got the nerve to film it like, she's awkward as shit because she don't trust that motherfucker. And he's just fake and like, I love you, The kids just like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Driving a truck on a commercial. They driving a truck on a commercial. It's a white man and a black woman and a bunch of black kids in the back, or two black kids and another kid, mulatto, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I say what I want to say, and a mulatto. So the youngest, the baby is the mulatto because the white man, swooped in and saved her and rescued her and shit from the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So here we are driving the shit. My little mulatto baby in the child seat and shit, and she all like, I really don't trust this thing. I know I ain't. I have no reason to trust him. Why would I trust a white man? But I'm gonna roll with it, So she all fucked up and he fake because he just can't wait for the day that he can actually murder her and the rest of the kids, especially a little black boy. Oh, he's gonna get it to work. I'm gonna cut his fucking head off. You know what I'm saying?
No, man.
And he just waiting on the date and shit like, you know what I'm saying? Who? What you mean, man? I like it, man.
What you talking about? One, that's mine. What you talking about?
What? Yeah, let's just cut it off right there, man. I'm done. Ooh, yeah. An hour? And motherfucking, not just like a 102, but close to the dot. I think we got our point across.
Yeah. So I see you. Your boy Kevin Hart apologized to Monique.
That's another example, nigga. It's all over the place, nigga. And he kind of like bringing it like goddamn digging the shit and all the goddamn whatever was down there fucking shit up. Just let it come to the goddamn. Like fucking like what's the nigga, man? Green Mile, nigga. Like I don't like this thing with sucking. Like pulling out the pulling out all the motherfucking, John Coffey, man.
Yeah, pulling
Out all the
disease.
and spitting all the shit out. Yeah, man, like pulling all that shit out, man, letting it be seen, letting it be known. Hopefully, motherfuckers deal with it type shit. Yeah, but yeah, it's the same shit, man. Kevin Hart, man. I remember having conversations, man, and it's people don't have time to think about that kind of shit. So I gotta take that, You know what I'm saying? When you ask somebody for a conversation, you can't. Huh?
You can't smoke no more.
What you saying?
Trash can, man.
Oh, all right. Man, it's just ash, man. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah, but that
yeah, Hart speaking
Monique.
out. He's spitting out.
Nah, Monique, man. People ain't got time to be really thinking through. But motherfuckers still be lazy minded like a motherfucker, man. Trying to have a conversation about, this woman I was dealing with at the time. Tried to have a conversation with her about that whole thing.
About the what?
The whole Monique thing, man. How Monique was Netflix shit on her and shit. And it was a bigger thing than just them shitting on her. It was an indication. It was a, indication of where we at. And she was just trying to let it be known, man. Everybody shit on her. And nobody, and she explained all of, and she even released. Oh, my bad. Yeah, let's take it. Yeah. She released the phone conversations with her and Oprah and shit. Her and Tyler Perry. Who was that? The Empire. The motherfucker that did Precious. Lee Daniels. The conversations and shit and how they just walked away like, nah, I can't be jeopardizing my shit for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Not even like she was a liability, but the white people wanted it to be that way. So they was like, well, that's what they want. So we can't fuck with you, Monique. She's like, what you mean? Yeah, they don't like you no more, so just don't call me no more. Alright. Sorry. And if you call Bruce the same thing, and if you call Lee Daniels and all them niggas, and Tyler Perry and all them niggas, yeah, that's just how it is now. So I don't really know what to say, but good luck, dealing with this whole thing. And she's like, God damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So imagine that being a real scenario, and now Kevin Hart, years later, come back. You know what? It was fucked up how they did Monique.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What's up with what, nigga? What, nigga?
Years later.
What the fuck do you think I was just doing?
Yeah. I'm saying, what's up with that?
That's the point, nigga. What you mean? You don't be listening, man.
I mean, I understand what the point is.
I just told you the whole situation.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's like nuts, man.
So that's a bigger thing. Like, let's go back to what Kwame talking about. A bunch of fucking puppets doing what the fuck white people say. They all claim to be black excellence, nigga, black excellence. And the white boy come around, it's like, but it's not like that, because the white people know that they talk that shit. They just can't say too much. So, when they fuck around and say too much, the white man come like, Puffy. And Puffy like, oh man, all right, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Come with me. Man, just like they're in jail and shit. Imagine Puffy in jail, nigga. Niggas is in jail out in the world, nigga. Niggas talking real shit in the motherfucking cell shit, nigga. Like, you shit, nigga, you ain't shit, nigga. I'm shit around here, nigga. Black excellence around here, nigga. As soon as the guard walk up and say, Puffy! Man, alright. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man. I'll see y'all niggas later. Throw the cuffs on and shit and they walk his ass off the side of my his ass real quick. Send his ass back to the cell.
But at least Kevin's speaking out, though.
What you mean?
He's speaking out about it, right? He apologized.
What that mean, nigga? That's like murdering a nigga and then like 5 years later being like, you know what? I'm sorry for killing your son. No, what you mean you sorry, nigga? That was like you went to that nigga house and like you just didn't like him. You ain't liked him for years and you plotted out his death for like mad years and like we know the story was on fucking CNN, nigga. We seen the story like you plotted it out and you fucking tortured him and you know what I'm saying and you know killed him and brought him back to life. Remember, nigga? Remember that time with the thing? Remember? He's dead already and you brought him back and killed him again? Remember, nigga? Oh, yeah, I remember all that, but I'm just letting you know now. Like, I feel horrible about that whole thing. You know, sorry. Sorry.
I don't feel comfortable with that, man.
For what, man?
That shit you talking.
I don't know what the fuck you want from me, man. What the fuck you want from me, man?
What I want from you.
You asked me a question, man. What the fuck you want from me, man? What the fuck does an apology mean now?
Keep being you, man. Keep the art coming.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
So that wasn't a good answer?
What
What I just said?
What you just said?
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, that's what
Are
I'm
you listening?
saying. What I'm saying, I still don't like what I'm hearing, though.
What you don't like about
That's
it?
just the truth. This shit is the fucking truth. But I mean, isn't everybody's life dictated upon something?
What does that mean again?
What does that mean? Now, you were saying, you know, we can't do nothing without them. Like, our lives are dictated upon. So, but everybody's individual life is dictated upon something.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Like, that shouldn't be a part of our motherfucking existence. We shouldn't have to take that. We shouldn't have to take that into consideration every motherfucking day.
Define dictation.
Why? What are you doing, man?
The action of saying words aloud to be typed, written down, or recorded on tape.
Nigga, it is what it is.
You said we shouldn't have to be what?
We shouldn't have to deal with this shit. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't have to deal with that whole equation. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. That's kind of the point, the main point. Like, it's not like, okay, we just live in a society and things are how they are, it's fucked up or whatever, and, you know, all things are equally distributed. It's equally fucked up.
What? Things are equally fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's equally fucked up. Like, we dealing with a situation where we see what the problem is, but we have no power, or we act like we have no power to change it, stop it, whatever the case is. Like, white people are, or white society, white supremacy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is one of those things where it's like, okay, we see what the problem is, what the fuck is we doing to stop it? Kwame is showing, like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we allowing these people to become what we become? Hold on, what I say? Why are we allowing these people to make us? Why are we allowing this thing to make us into this? What the fuck are we doing? Like, we look up to these people because there's few options. Like, there's one thing to be a white person and you seeing for the first time dudes kissing on TV, and it's just like, that's disgusting. Nigga, they kicking our door. Like,
You got a phone over there. That's your phone.
Why the fuck do we identified the problem, but we just tell ourselves like, yeah, I ain't trying to fix that. Fuck it. It's a problem, but it's a real fucking problem, but as long as I behave, niggas in prison, nigga. As long as I, I might get, free with good behavior. And we just waiting on good behavior to let us free. But in the meantime, fuck it, it's jail, man. We just let it be what it is. We in jail, nigga. I don't expect a whole lot. It's just what it is, and hopefully he call me for my early release, nigga.
We gotta do better.
Ooh,
We do. I do.
not me? I ain't no shit.
I gotta do better.
I quit, nigga. I ain't no shit.
Till you
I'm
quit.
gonna smoke my weed, and I'm gonna just fucking eat ice cream and shit.
Damn.
And let the fucking world be what it be. You know what I'm saying? You got time for that. I got time to be thinking. You always want to talk about stuff.